Hey, what up guys, it's Mike.
It's Dan.
It's the worst restaurant to work at if you're a waitress.
Dude, this is horrible, and I hope that it's not what I think is going on in terms of like, all right, in the US, right, like we've been working in restaurants. I mean, I've been working in restaurants almost my whole life.
Yeah, me too.
All American style establishments.
Chinese.
Chinese, yeah. Anything from, you know, Cheesecake Factory to high-end restaurants to whatever. So usually like in America, there's restaurants, and then there are specific gimmicky restaurants. You guys know what they are. They are Hooters. They have a name for them. They're called like restaurants. There's only one reason you go there, and it's to see the scantily clad women. It is known. You never go, oh, let's go to Hooters because they have amazing food and great service. No one says that. So in America, there's really only those two types. Everywhere else, if you go, and the uniform, it's usually like, first of all, you don't, as a waitress, you do not wear heels.
Right.
You're almost not allowed to in most cases because it's a safety issue.
Also, it's for yourself. It's completely just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you're on your feet.
Yeah. Thank you. You're on your feet. You're walking around. Also, when a lot of restaurants, the wait staff, they actually go into the kitchen to get the food out.
Yeah.
You can slip. It is really like no one wears heels. You know who only wears heels? Hostesses.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not, honestly, it's not mandatory. Mm-hmm. There are certain places where maybe they encourage it, but I strongly, if my memory serves me correct, all the hostesses I've worked with, they choose to wear it, and if they don't, that's fine, because like you can't make somebody. It's almost like you're forcing them to be uncomfortable, which you can't do. Now, check this out. In Canada,
I'm surprised that happened in Canada.
I'm surprised, and here's my fear is that, I'll get to this a little later, is that this is more prevalent than we think, but let us know, guys, if you live in Canada. So apparently in Canada, at this chain, maybe it's a chain, it's a place called Joey's Restaurant in Edmonton. The uniform is heels.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find some photos, and it's heels and also like almost like a cocktail dress.
You would think it's I mean, what goes with heels? You'd probably a tight dress or whatever that goes with those heels that she's wearing.
Right.
And I've been to Edmonton.
Right.
I mean, I haven't been there, but I've been to Edmonton. But I'm just saying, like, people are nice, Canadians are nice.
Right.
Typically, you don't think about this story coming out of Canada.
Right.
But this waitress, her friend posted her photo on her social media, basically saying, hey, look, my friend basically was forced to wear these heels to the point where her feet was bleeding, and she lost a toenail.
Oh.
But still, the manager was like, no. Tomorrow, gotta come in with heels on.
Yeah, if you come into work tomorrow, you better have heels on, because that's our dress code. And not only that, but she was also saying that women have to actually spend at least spend money on theirs because they got to go out buy a dress, whatever.
She says that their policy is that you have to wear heels unless there's some medical condition or something. Well, losing a toenail and bleeding all over the place seemed to qualify.
That's insane. And they're probably referring to like, oh, if you can't walk in heels, whatever, but they'll probably won't hire those people anyways. So really, they're just like, basically like, you got to wear heels. And this is what I'm thinking of. Like, first of all, like, what is going, like, is this something where like in Canada it's a regular restaurant, but people don't know that it's like, they're not coming off as Hooters, so they're coming off as a regular restaurant. And if that's one restaurant, does that happen everywhere? Because that's horrible if it does.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't happen everywhere, but it's one of those places that you know, like they want them. One of the draws probably is girls who wear heels, and I'm sure they're wearing some kind of outfit that's very attractive.
Attractive, yeah.
So that must be one of the draw. Otherwise, why would you require that? Otherwise, if the food is your number one draw, then you're like, yo, look, wear sneakers because then you can run around faster and get the food out to people.
But this is where I'm so like just kind of like asking why is this? Because in America, like we live in New York, okay? We go to high-end restaurants like in Soho, in the meatpacking district, where I'm telling you guys, they only hire attractive waitresses, but they do not walk in heels. And I've worked in the restaurant, I've ran restaurants, I would never, well, first of all, I would never condone this.
Right.
Okay, but even if like, let's say I go, hey, I want like my restaurant to be a nightclubby feel, there's nothing, I mean, I personally don't like that, but look, if you like that, that's how your thing, that's how you make money, fine. But you would still not make the waitresses, the servers, walk in heels. You just wouldn't do it.
Right.
It's bad for your business. It's bad for them.
And especially if one of your servers comes up and she's like, "Hey, look at my feet," I'd be like, "Yo, go take a few days off."
Like,
and if you need to work because you need to get paid, then you know what? Just wear something else. Don't kill yourself. Wear flats.
Right. Like this is kind of like, I'm so confused because we're talking about Canada, right?
Yeah.
Like, my impression of Canada is like, not this.
But you know what? It could. I mean, there's bad apples everywhere.
There's
even like, if you look at a lot of these restaurants, because I watched this episode of Undercover Boss.
Right.
So the undercover boss of Hooters went to like his restaurants and whatever.
Yeah.
It's the CEO of Hooters, whatever, and he saw like, because usually, I'm not saying it's the case everywhere, but usually the people who run these establishments are guys.
That's right.
So, and they really kind of berate these women.
Yep, they treat them
they
bad.
treat them horribly.
Very bad.
Like the episode on Hooters, like literally the guy was like, "Yeah, you guys, whoever wants to take off today first, you gotta lean over and eat the things off a plate. Whoever finishes first, like can't be like, really."
That's like oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, go watch the episode. I'm not making this up. So here,
and the CEO saw it.
Yeah, the CEO saw it.
And was he like? Yo,
I
think
that manager in particular was fired.
All right, thank goodness.
I think or something. I don't know. I forgot. I saw it a long time ago. But in this case, it was a guy who was her manager, and literally, this guy could be treating the women like sexualizing women and just basically treating them like you're just object. You're just like you need to be here because this is gonna make my restaurant look good because you're in heels, and that's all I really care about. I don't care about you as a person, and these people make me sick.
The friend said that he berated her friend.
Yeah.
And of course, because what he's gonna be like, "Hey, I know your feet hurt, but here's our policy." No, that's not how you're gonna say it. You're gonna be like, "You better come in tomorrow."
Well, that's how you would say it if you were at least sort of have a little humanity left. But if you don't have any humanity left, you just be like, "Yo, can't believe it. I don't give a crap that your toes are bleeding, toenail fell. I don't care. This is policy. If you don't like it, work somewhere else."
Right. I really hope that this is just an isolated. But here's my thing. Like, knowing what I know about restaurants, I know there's got to be more restaurants in Canada. Like in America, this would be not. I'll tell you right now, not okay. You can go to a restaurant with beautiful waitresses. In fact, you might. In fact, look. If I have the choice of going to a restaurant with beautiful waitresses and not beautiful waitresses, I might be like, "Hey, let's go there." Look, I'm not saying
assuming the food's good.
Assuming the food's good, I'm not just
gonna go there just for that.
Well, because I'm just saying everything equal, right?
Yeah.
But again, they're not treating the women like objects. I hope we're here, literally like heels, black cocktail dress, and I'm sure they have to act a certain way. Like this is. I hope that this is not a thing in Canada.
Hopefully, and definitely it's getting a lot of attention and backlash. So I guess don't eat at Joey's if you're in Edmonton. Yeah. Go eat at that place I went to. Actually, don't, because I didn't have any good food over there.
But guys, let us know though. The people from Canada, like, is there a lot of this Joey's around that's To me, this is masquerading. This is a Hooters masquerading as a regular restaurant. Because here, everyone knows Hooters is Hooters. Okay. Just don't go to Hooters.
Yeah, I mean the review didn't look that good on Yelp anyway, so maybe just boycott that place. Let it go.
This is crazy, man.
All right, guys, let us know your thoughts on the story. Thank you for watching. See you later.